Hello everybody and welcome back to Space Engineers. I'm going to be doing another live build video today, guys. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these. People keep asking for it, so I thought I'd do a live build video. I've just come back from the lovely Canarian island of Tenerife, so as you can imagine I'm fairly sunburnt. Absolutely lobstered. And they were playing my intro song, actually, one of the bars. I got a video of it, actually. Let's see if I put it on screen. So I'm quite rusty, but I thought it'd be interesting because it's currently like 11 o'clock, which isn't that late probably for a lot of people, but for me that's quite late. I normally go to bed at 9, so I ain't tired, you know. I'm not tired tonight, so I'm thinking we're gonna do some building. We're gonna see what rusty Lunar can build. I can't remember the last time I sat down and built a ship. I actually genuinely can't remember. It's been months because all the work I've done recently, because I've been cooking, guys. I've been cooking. Was actually for fix my build videos. Right. I might need to rewatch some of my build tutorial. It's fine. It'll be interesting, alright? I'm not staying on here for more than an hour, so we're cooking something within this hour, and I'm going to figure out what we're doing. I want to do like a cargo ship. I don't know why. I'm just really in the mood. Really in the mood for a cargo ship, and I'm really in the mood for a kind of in the mood for an asymmetric cargo ship. But you know, those are sort of those could be kind of more difficult. So let's see what we can cook here. Let's try and cook something. So what I'm thinking is we've got like a big bulky front. I don't want this thing to be huge. Everyone knows that size does indeed matter. However, I would quite like to finish this. So I kind of want to do something like that. I see this as being a bridge, like an embedded bridge. You know, I kind of want to make it unique at the same time, but we'll see what we can do here. And I see this being like a nacelle. I hate making things that are just overly symmetrical, and I feel like, you know, this is such a boring shape for a ship. Like, you know, you've got the front part, you've got the back part, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, sometimes simple is good. Sometimes. You see, because... And then you'd have some nacelles coming off. Boring. Make these stick out a little bit more, but you know, sometimes boring is good, you know. Sometimes practicing building very boringly is good. I don't want to make this thing too wide. I really don't like using these blocks, but I don't know, I could make them work here. Yeah, this is tricky. This is very, very, very tricky. Let me just make this a station, actually, real quick. See, what I'm thinking is that's obviously going to give us more interior space if I do these half slopes, but it's very difficult to work with those half slopes in a meaningful way, because you've got this awkward gap that you can't put stuff in. You see, something like that I'm relatively happy with, so we'll stick with it for now. The cockpit you see, if we're going with this half block thing, we want to just run with it. Because otherwise the ship is going to look weird. It's going to be a stubby little thing, this, isn't it? We could actually invert it, you know. This is like an absolutely forbidden... That's like an absolute... That's a forbidden tactic, that. That's what I want, though. Well, I can't place a cockpit there. You know. Bit aggressive. You know what? I could actually, I could slope this off, and I'm tempted to interrupt the slope with a taper. And then we can do something with this to blend it in a little bit here. That looks horrendous. Okay. Ah! Ah ha 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 ha! Mwah! That follows the gradient of the blocks behind it. So I'm gonna make this interactive. I'd actually genuinely like to know how many people are playing SE1 versus SE2 and have got like what the ratio is between the two games. Obviously, I have both games. I don't play SE2. I'm waiting for keybinds. I'm waiting for keybinds #1. Which I've been waiting for a very, very long time. And I'm also waiting for more content, which I think everyone's doing. I think that I think it will be a good game. I think we just got to let Keen cook. You know, we just got to give him the time and the patience to, you know, let them get it right. You know, and not, you know, let them get it right, and don't force something out that is gonna detract from what we've already got. I'm tempted to do this whole thing half slabs now. Tempted. Let me just have a look. We'll have a look. You see, I think that looks quite cool because it's quite sort of, you know, thin and light. You know, it's like a very light, yeah, freighter. It's a light freighter. Now, there's two options for this. We could do the freighter, which is this, where we just grab some cargo containers and just stick 2 large containers in there. That's jolly good, and that'll get the job done. Or we could do a combination of like we can make something a little bit more interesting, perhaps. And if we get the hangar door blocks here with the windows, because I like a window. What's number 2? The windows look a bit stupid. When did we get some new doors? Ah, what are they called? Bear with me here. I feel like I've got dementia. I feel like a washed up old player. These damn new blocks! Alright, there we go. And it's 2 blocks wide. Oh. Could we, no. Gate. It's a gate. Small gate wide. No, it's still 2 blocks. You see, this is perfect example of where we have an issue with the. You know what? That might be kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen it done. Well, I've probably seen it done at some point, but we could. Bit of a faff, that, isn't it? I'm sure we could build them in. If we put it in the middle somewhere and give it enough clearance like that, then I could do something like this. Because the actual gate is in line. It's the half slabs again. You know, it's just because I'd like to have, you know, cargo doors on the side so that you could, you know, crack it open and you know, yeah, it doesn't look the worst. It really doesn't, but it, you know, it doesn't look the best at the same time either, to be honest. Doody-doo. Yeah, I think we just got to give SE2 the time to, you know, get to where it needs to be, and I think the hype around the SE1 updates indicates to Keen, hopefully, quite clearly that you know, people are still quite happy playing SE1 for now. You see, I'm not massively satisfied with that. I know I've got no business being this picky with something that's, you know, going to take wrong, that I've not got much time for, but yeah, you want to get things right, you know what I mean? And I'm just wondering if we can add some extra slopes. And I'm also wondering if there's a block for that. I don't know if there's a block for that. Is there a block for that? I want to put that on a t-shirt. Who would buy a block for that t-shirt? I know I would. There we go. Because I feel like that's a unique feature. So we have the cargo bay on the side, and then in here we have an actual cargo bay. And then on the front, I mean, we could have just put something on the front, to be honest with you, but then we can add, like, I don't know, we can add some stuff down here, some magnetic clamps or something, I don't know. So you could clamp to a station and open your doors and unload stuff. Obviously, we're gonna have to bear that in mind when we're building the nacelles. And then on the bow we can have thrusters or something. I don't know. Kind of just want to do that to be awkward, to be honest. So yeah, right. Let's start carving out the interior here, so that we can actually get around. So we're gonna we'll have a bridge here. I hate putting bridge access on the back. I hate doing it. Okay, this is going to have to be bulkier, that's just a fact of life. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't know if we're going to maybe tuck this up as well. Maybe just at a bit of a steeper angle. Follow the angle through the ship. Like that. This is going to be a really dinky little thing. I kind of want to make it hydrogen thrusters though, because then it would actually be useful. I'm just conscious that that's obviously going to be pretty difficult to do, but we don't need many. You know, we don't need many. So we can put a bridge entrance back here now. And then we can have the main deck in here pretty comfortably. Got a decent amount of space in there. We're going to have to factor in piping, obviously. This is going to be a cramped ship. There is pretty much no way around that. I don't know if there's a block for that. Oh, man. Probably better off doing that. But then again, that's not the same slope anymore. So we could do something like that. Block that in. Half tempted to just continue that bar down the back of the ship. Maybe it dips into a half slab instead because it's quite thick, and we can still follow the grooves with those blocks there. If we push that back by 1, that'll line up with those nacelles. Looks a little bit nicer on the eyeballs. Oh, where that block came from. Okay, relatively happy with that. Just fill this in for now, just with some blocks. Always helps having blocks. Do you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. Right, now this is gonna look not good for a moment. A brief memento. So let me just do a bit of shimmy shammy in. Shimmy shammy, shimmy shammy. There we go. What do we put here? I don't know. In all honesty, you could probably chop the bridge off there and you could probably put it there. But I might save it for something else. I'm quite happy with that. That front section turned out quite nicely, actually, to be honest. So let's flush out the thrusters a little bit. To be honest with you, I don't really want anything major. I think we'll do probably 2 tier nacelle. Maybe even a bit shorter than that. Something pretty simple like that. And do you know what? Actually, looking at the profile from the top, I actually kind of like. This could be the front, actually. You know, looking at it, I'm not making it the front now, but that could be an interesting ship in and of itself. But I'm kind of liking how thin the back is. You know, I think looking at the back, we could actually do a bit of a taper going on here. I mean, it's just literally less space for us to work with, but I don't know. It's tickling my fancy. I don't know. I kind of like it, you know. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can cook. But yeah, so I mean, those are my thoughts on SE2. Basically, I think it's definitely going to be a good game. No doubt about that. I think it's just going to take a bit of patience. on behalf of the developers and the community, just to let Keen get it right, and you know, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I don't want to overbear this thing with thrusters, you know what I mean? I don't want thrusters coming out of my ears. This is a freighter. I just want it to, you know, be pushed along quite nicely. This will be we'll call it a space freighter for now. I really can't be bothered making it atmosphere capable. Left, right, just need up, down. You see, in an ideal world I'd have it there, but no. It's far from an ideal world anyway. Could have it in the thrusters, in the nacelle, sorry, but I just hate cramming everything in the nacelles. It does my head in. And then I'd want it to be close to the centre of mass, do you know what I mean? Oh, we could tuck them there. Yeah, we could tuck them there, and then, you know, the upwards thrust is just, I don't know. Obviously, there's a question in here about piping, but I'm sure we'll figure that out. Oh, we could do a connector on the front. We could do like some sort of docking arm. Airlock. We need an airlock. So we've got plenty of room for conveyors down here anyway, which is good. So we'll do conveyors, do a conveyor line running out the front of the ship into a square piston. Maybe tuck it in. Actually, can that still extend, or is... I need some batteries on this, don't I? Don't know if that can still extend. Okay, yeah, it can. Let's pull that back in. Getting a little bit excited. Pull that back in, and then we'll put a connector on the end. I'm not going to use the new connector because I feel like it might snag a little bit. And then we'll put a couple of doors on this just to turn it into an actual airlock here. Dior. Okay, so we'll have that, and then that can actually be a vent. Oh, mind you, this whole area is going to get depressurized. I mean, we could put a vent in here, just for the sake of having it, in case you want to depressurize it, and you know, I don't know. I might just put the oh. They look cool. I can't really use them though. Why not? I want to use the new. I want to use the new tanks. They look sick. I mean, pull them there, but it's just going to affect the hold. I'm tempted to just catwalk over them, to be fair, because they look quite cool. Because my original idea was I was going to put the oxygen tanks here, like that, and then just pipe into them. Which I might still do, to be honest with you, because it's easier, but no, they look pretty cool. They do look pretty cool. Alright, that bends around, bendy. and then we want a straight one. Like that. The floors don't line up. Why do you do this to me? You... Oh, man. Oh, well. Yeah, because then you can see the oxygen tanks. I don't know, I feel like it looks cooler. Oh, man, I'm getting ill. No bueno. No bueno at all, right. Haven't we got those new floor blocks? I swear we've got some new floor blocks. We do have some new floor blocks. So many new blocks to play with. Alright, we've got a corner. Edge. Doing a bit of that. Bit of this and a bit of that. Now, do you know what? I could just do this. Ooh. That's cool. Oh, that's... Ooh. Eh. Whoa. Oh my god. The slab. Oh, they got... Yo! That looks so cool! I know I previewed the update, but... I not played with it. I only played with the parts that I got to preview. I feel like a little kid on Christmas. Crack these open. Right, so you can probably get like a small craft through there, or like a tug or something. In fact, we can test it. That's not what I want. Oh. Alright, fuck it, that'll do. Whatever you are. Come here. Arga. Well, you can definitely fit a drone in there. Scout? This is like the smallest ship you can realistically get. Yes! Mwah! Perfect. Right, so you can take one of these with you, which is really all that you would need. Go away. Just like a little... You could take one of these little guys with you for, I don't know, defense or something, but... What I more was intending was like cargo, like physical cargo containers that you would load in here with trucks and stuff like that. Obviously, when you docked to a station and you pull up, okay, he pull up. I'm really struggling to place this upwards thrust, I'm not gonna lie. Feels wrong, but doesn't. Don't the best things always? Oh. So the front's got this kind of like sloping action going on, you know what I'm saying? So maybe if we have a little, maybe if we get in on a little bit of that action, and then we do a little bit of this, and then maybe we tuck it in again, and then maybe we come out, and then we come into a slope. We don't come into a slope. Okay. And we just do something like that. Sword, get back new. If there's anything like specific that you guys would like to see me build, please let me know. And let me know if you want me to like talk more about what I'm doing, I guess. I would give sprinkle some wisdom in there, but I'm so tired. But I was like, you know what? Oh, there's a block for that. I was like, you know what? We're gonna do a video. We're gonna do a video. And I'm gonna go to bed. Right. So recently I started doing these stupid shapes where I need like blocks that the Egyptians themselves couldn't cut. I mean, what kind of peculiar angle have I chosen for this? I mean, I've never seen anything like it. What is going on? Right, okay. I'm just going to give up on that for a second. I'm going to come down here. I'm just going to tidy this up real quick. Ah, I can mirror that side. Very good. Oh, but then the thrusters stick out a little bit. Maybe we could do something with this. I'm just trying to, because it's just very flat, and as you're seeing, it's so difficult sometimes to greeble with these half blocks or make something look interesting. Just because there's the limitations of obviously building with them. It's great because we can get thrusters in such a small space, but at the same time it's finicky in a different way. So obviously this is a thruster pack. Do you know what I would love is if we could get a jump drive in here. I think this might have to just be a system, local system freighter, just something cheap and small, just to get about in. But let's try and actually pipe things up so this thing, you know, works first, and then we'll see what we've got to work with. Okay, so we're just gonna make that a conveyor junction for now. Same with that, because I might want to get back there. Then we're going to do 2 T-shaped conveyors. 1, 2. And then where are the other thrusters? Obviously we'll just pipe this straight down. Oh, I can't do that because I need the conveyors. I could route them through the floor. Oh, that's so wasteful. But do you know what? It protects... Ah, yes, it that's my reason for doing this. It's not visuals. It protects the conveyor system from the impacts on the floor. From the fatties, I don't know. From people dropping stuff. Alright, and then we'll pipe that down here. The exposed sub conveyors. Go on. Get your conveyors. Get your conveyors out. Get them out. If that's not attached, okay. And I did have symmetry mode on. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's okay. Do you know what? Oh wait, no, we've not got reverse thrust, have we? Ah, balls. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. We can make life so much easier for ourselves if we simply make these pointless greeble. Right, we've got to have some sick blocks in the roster for... Oh, we've got pipes. Oh, we've got pipes. We have pipes. We have pipes. We have pipes. Oh, they you know, do you know what? They might look cooler. Look a little bit out of place, but I don't know. Let's see how we get on. Right, they're connected, they're connected. They're connected. We just need to connect these, which is simple and easy. Look at that. Look at that. We'll have a big old thruster packaroontski in here. Should we tuck them all in? I don't know. That doesn't have to be a thruster. It kind of has to be something though. It doesn't look right. Can be the antenna. That looks a bit stupid. Does it though? Does it look a bit stupid? It does look a little bit stupid. Probably because this doesn't curve off. If I curve this bit off here... Oh! God's sake. Just mirroring what's on that side there. That just doesn't look good. That wants to be another block back. That wants to be something like that. This is a little bit, I don't know, sort of thing, you know. I don't know if we can get it down to a more agreeable half slope, perhaps. Somehow. I think that does genuinely look better. Right, how do we get from here to there? Let's have a look. What have we got in the roster? I think that was the right block. We just need it the other way around. Yes! 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 That thruster sticks out, but I don't care. I don't care. Right, and then we'll just... Literally, this is just going to be purely... Greeble. Do you know what? I don't even need that. I just need the top and the sides. Short back and sides, please, mate. Proceeds to absolutely demolish any chance of you getting a girlfriend via the worst haircut you've ever received in your life. Do we do because I kind of like a canard sort of arrangement. So I'm thinking, I don't know if we do something. Something like this, you know. Some little subtle. No, that's could work, could work. It's not too bad, not too bad. And then in here we'll have, I think we'll just put backup ion engines in case the main ones fail, or you run out of fuel, I meant. Where are they? Not them, not them, them. And then we'll just switch them off, just in case the main fuel supply fails. And then in the front, you gotta have some like kooky antenna blocks, you know. What have we got? We've got these trusses, haven't we? We could do something with these trusses, I swear. So if we just pop a couple of those in there for now, and then, you know, maybe do like one of them, a couple of them, you know, something like that. No. Bottom one looks fine. I think the top one could probably just be something like that. Yep, that looks okay to my eyes. And then for the bridge, what have we got? We've got the bay windows, we've got the bridge windows. These could work. Bay's more like freighter-y though. I don't think we've got inverted bay windows though. So I don't think I could get it right at the front. I think I'd have to use these for the sides. Something like that, no. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm just curious if that maybe looks more like a freighter. Do you know what I mean? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of like it. You know? And then oh. 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 Do you know what? I'm taking that as a sign that I'm going to bed, and I'm gonna carry this on a different day. And I'm just gonna leave that for my future self to ponder on. Oh man, I'm gonna get bullied for that. Alright, good night. Right, I'm back. I'm rested. What the hell was I smoking? I've been thinking about this, and how I can try and cure it, because I kinda like the design on the surface, but it's also a little bit funky. So I think something like that could actually work. Just get the sun in the right place. Let's have a look. Right. Let's just see. Maybe bridge windows? Didn't we? I swear we got some new windows. Didn't we get bridge? Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that's the other option. No. No. Wait, so we could have it like that, or we could have it like that, where the windows are more on the side, and then have like a oh man, where is it? No, that's got a floor. And then we could have it more like a something like that. Oh man, that's a tricky choice. I know that people are gonna like whichever one I choose. There's gonna be people that think I should have built the other one, or should have used the other one, or does something else completely, probably. See, I would say this one if it wasn't like an incorrect angle. This one looks more like a commercial freighter sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna try and make the goofy fly eye thing work. I'm gonna try and make it work. I'm gonna try and do a bit of cooking here. I feel like that probably needs to just marry up a little bit better. Maybe I didn't know we had these. Oh, come on. My god, right. And then obviously there's just quickly patch this little corner here. I'm going to try and make that work. Let me just see, can I get the sun just to illuminate me nicely and not... Let me just rotate this. I don't know why I'm keeping that, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Right, how do I fix this issue? Bum ba da bum bum. There's a block for this. We could probably do something... No, that's not the right block. No, that's not it. Do that. And then I think there is a solution for this. That might be it. That might be the one. No, it's not. No. Oh, do you know what? I think it's actually this one. Do you know what? It's not actually the worst thing in the world. I was thinking anyway of doing something. I don't know. It just came to me like a thought of doing something here with armor panels anyway. So if we do a blast door coming out, and then we get some panels, we could do. Yeah, that's the only issue. Is the How could we extend that? Keep it looking decent. We could use some sort of beam block, perhaps. Could we get the centered one, maybe? Could, you know, something. Something. Oh, just something like that. Oh, they're not going to have a centered one of them, are they? That's almost enough on its own, to be honest. What did I just delete? Oh, the antenna. Something like that, maybe. Some sort of large radar dish array. Probably having to wrangle the sun here. Some sort of radar thing. I don't know. I think it just sort of covers up the back a little bit better. Adds a bit of personality to it. So yeah, we've pretty much got quite a good hull here. I don't know if I want to do this. I'm just testing as I do. I'm messing around. Ooh. Sometimes you just gotta try things. I mean, you don't know what's gonna work and what isn't gonna work, so. Let's try and mix things up and see what it looks like. I think that looks pretty decent. Adds a bit of cowling to the nacelles as well. Gives them a little bit more pizzazz, so to speak. Right, let me just quickly, I don't normally do this, but I'm actually going to use a spectator cam here, just to check everything's piped up. So those don't need piping. They are connected. Okay, these need connecting still, that's fine. Can I realistically get a jump drive? Can I get a jump drive in here somewhere? Be brilliant if I could. Oh, I don't think I can realistically get a jump drive in here. I could exchange the cargo bay for one, but don't really want to do that. Ooh, we got a little bit of space. Okay, so what have we got to work with here? We got a little bit of space back here. Okay, we got that's the extent of the space. We could probably get away with those blocks, and we could get away with these blocks here if we make them inset blocks of some sort. Oh no, that's even bigger. So technically, we could actually get a jump drive in here, but it is going to be the floor of the bridge. Probably stick out a little bit, look a little bit stupid, and we would have to fudge the entrance to the bridge, but we could realistically do that. You know, we could just do like a ladder shaft, like that, up into the bridge, and then have the command seat here, well, helm either side, and have a set of railings here. Hey? I thought I placed two. Alright. There we go. Set of railings like that. Yeah, I'm going up the walls. Come down here. And then, yeah. That is possible, you know. And, you know, that would realistically have to be the airlock right there, and then, you know, this could serve as a cargo bay. You know, it's not massive, but you could certainly get some containers in here. We could have some, you know, some shelving up here for, you know, extra storage crates. Yeah, I'm imagining that you would place these crates on here, maybe with like magnetic pads or whatever, so that you could, you know, use the ceiling as well. Maybe something like that. So then you could load these medium containers, these modular containers. I'm imagining you could load one here, like 4. You could load 4 in this cargo bay, and you could also store the tug for those containers in that little hangar as well. Or you could take a little scout ship with you. Just wait for my blueprints to load in. I think that is not the worst idea in the world. And then we can have some form of hangar control in here. We'll pipe those up really quick, and we will not, unfortunately, be able to use this interior space unless we make a tunnel from the bridge, which we could we could. No. conveyor. Get a conveyor. Oh, not that conveyor. Get a conveyor. That'll have to be... That'll be a junction. That could be a T-shaped one for now. That could be a T-shaped one. This will have to be curved. Like that. And then... I'm just thinking if I could just slap some O2 generators in here somewhere, you know. Okay, so obviously those two need to connect, so we could just do another O2 generator there. No problem with that. Yeah, we're not going to get any interior space on this, are we? So I'm thinking... Yes, I know it's basically like having a bomb on the hull. For all intents and purposes. Are those hooked up? Yeah, those are hooked up. First of all, I'm thinking of just doing a T-junction there, and then a curve, and then we can have cargo access, a survival kit, or ventilation in here. I'm going to opt for a cargo container for now, which I might turn into an air vent later on, just so you can get your stuff if you need to, because it is a freighter. And then down here, I'm tempted to put a couple of cargo containers and then some hydrogen fuel tanks, because I'm conscious that we've not actually got any fuel tanks yet. And it does add to the detail. Obviously, like I said before, it's like having a couple of bombs strapped to the hull, but this is not a military vessel. So that's fine for me. I'm sure someone's going to comment on it. What's in here? Okay, yeah. We could totally put a turret in there. You really want a turret like here on a ship like this, though. You want a stern chaser. I suppose having one on the underside isn't, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I think I'd rather opt for connectivity. Get one of them in there, and then we can get a merge block in there. So then maybe if you want to dock to a jump ring or something. Oh wait, we got a jump drive. Forgot. Shit. Okay. Quite happy with that. That could just actually be a regular ladder, and then we can have a bit more of a scaffolding ladder. Looks cooler. No, because I don't want the flooring in there. Mind you, you can still walk through it, can't you? Arga. I'm pretty happy with that, you know. I'm pretty content. Pretty content with it. That's my phone. Apologies. And then we can have... I mean, we could technically have something in here. It's just got to have a floor. Some sort of... Oh, we've got corridor blocks. We've got corridor blocks, guys. I can actually make a second floor. I can't remember which group they're a part of, though. I think they're in passages. They're not in passages. I can't remember which block group corridors are in. I always forget, and it does my head in. I know it's annoying. It's annoying for me as well. I can't believe I thought I was going to get this bill in one episode. What a silly sausage. What a silly little sausage. Oh, there's just a corridor block group. We've got the circular ones as well. Do you know what? I've not used those circular ones. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Do we have one with a light? Yes. You see, what I'm thinking of doing is... So we'll have a T. No. We'll have a cross. Do we have a cross? We have a cross. So we'll do a cross, and then we'll do a light block. And then we'll do a cross. And then that will lead into something, maybe one of these. I need the button panel. Oh, you can't really see it though. Okay, maybe we just do like a... Maybe we just do something like that for hanger control. And then you can release the clamps manually. And then in each of these rooms, these will be rooms, we'll put a shower block, because it's like a corner with a floor. And so you can see everyone having a shower, which is always useful. And then like a bed. Don't really want to be looking at the dude next to you though. I mean, I suppose we could have windows between. Oh, whoever this poor sod is going to have his bed sticking out the hanger. No, we can't do that. Okay. What about just using the inset bed? That is a very small space, but it is a space. And then here we could just have maybe like a kitchen. Yeah, maybe we could have like a little kitchen and something else. Maybe couch, bookshelf, maybe a couch. Or we could have plants like that, something like that. I mean, you know, it's really, really cramped, but it's better than nothing. And I've not really got much space to work with here. Just slide back down. I think I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. And then, you know, either side of it, we could just... it's sort of slightly immaterial what we have either side of it, but... don't know. Let's do an airlock. Door. Yo. Do we got new doors, though? Oh, I need to do engineering and put it upside down, haven't I? Oh. Does that look secure? No, it's not even airtight. Hey, technically we could put it like here. I think it sort of depends what kind of windows we want to go with, really, doesn't it? And that depends on what windows will fit. I think they would fit, but it's the wrong... You know, in an ideal world, that would be a pretty nice airlock. I'm just going to put a gravity generator down as well, because it's really annoying me, this. I mean, I could just... Where is it? Could just do that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you. It doesn't feel like a cargo ship. Is my issue. I want it to feel kind of... I don't know. Just industrial, you know? Will that be airtight? I don't know. Probably. Couple of viewports. You know I love a viewport. That could work. Vent into a door, and then we could just have like lockers, armory lockers, and we could have maybe just actual lockers, or something of that nature. Light would just be... I don't know. Could technically have a light panel. Could technically have a double light. Okay, at least I know it's airtight. And then we've got all of this to work with as engineering. Oh, man. Right, okay. Right, let's get some batteries in here. Like that. And then, I mean, we could technically just have it battery powered. I do like to have engines on standby just in case. We haven't really got the hydrogen capacity for that, but I think I can swap some of the pipes out for hydrogen tanks as they are airtight. I just need to select the right side for the floor. I mean, it's gonna look scuffed, you know, unless I can find a more suitable spot for them. Let me have a quick look. We need more hydrogen though, that's just a fact. Okay, I mean technically we could have a tank coming out there. I can't see a thing. Okay. I'm in the wrong ship. That could be a hydrogen tank. I think that's probably all that we can get in there is 4 hydrogen tanks. As far as hiding them goes in the ship itself. Plus 2 O2 generators. So, what about here? What's here? There's a jump drive there, okay. Five. I'm making the best of a bad situation here. Okay, 5 do you know what? 5 hydrogen tanks, 2 O2 generators, plus you've got backup ion thrusters in case that the tanks do die, so you can still get to where you need to be. I don't think that's too bad. Why is this not turning on? That's hooked up. Is it not? Nah. Yeah, but this goes down into here, which connects to the O2 generators. That should work. The one next to it's on. Okay. Okay. No need to freak out. Okay. I'm happy with that. Power generation. Mind you, we're going to need more batteries than that. Especially if we've got a jump drive. So we can definitely stack the batteries. We can put some more in there like that. And they are fairly well protected as well, which is good. Ugh. Okay. And then what I'm thinking is we have that splits and curves. It's gonna have to be a junction because I don't think these are airtight. Maybe. And then an engine here. There is absolutely zero chance of me getting a medical room in here. So a survival kit on this side will suffice, and cargo access. I'm not going to put another vent because we've got one in here. And we are airtight. And let me just vent the ship. It pressurizes pretty quick, yeah. So we don't need another vent. So we've actually managed to get crew quarters, engineering, life support. We've got a 3-decker. We got a triple-decker out of that. I am extremely pleased with myself. A couple of helms. Yeah. I just don't like that. There is no way around it though, unless... Isn't there a passage with a ladder in it or something? Maybe I'm just imagining things. Maybe that's just going to have to be the way that it is. We've got a proper airlock. Got a cargo bay, we've got no gravity generator. That might have to be an external job, that, I don't think. I don't think I can physically get anything else on this ship. I like having cargo access in here, so I don't really want to change that. I mean, that's just a battery, so... You know, technically speaking, we could just do that. It's cramped. I know it's cramped, but I've managed to get quite a lot in here, to be honest. Now let's just quickly do a quick pressure test. See if this hangar pressurizes. Crap. I've not got build vision. I'm willing to bet it's those oxygen tanks. Maybe it's this actually. Right, test. Yeah, it's the oxygen tanks. Oh, they weren't even hooked in. They weren't even hooked in anymore. You know what I might have to do then? I might have to just quickly... I might slot that out and exchange it for an oxygen tank. Technically, we could actually use this one here. Might look a bit goofy. I put a connector there anyway, you know. I'm always tempted to say, like, as much as I like those ones, I genuinely think that this one just looks better for situations like this, and then we can just have like a full connector here instead. Or we could just do that. I kind of want the pipe on this side. I don't know why. I think that just looks better. Okay. Oh, man. That looks better. Oh no. I don't want to I don't want the bridge to let this shit down. What the what have I been smoking? I'm not doing that. Oh man, this is like, this is just, no, what's it called, bridge? This is just really, really straining me. That just looks absolutely stupid. Unless we have something... You see, I don't even know if there is a block for that. You know, this window bit here. Let me just quickly cycle through all the windows. Right, let me have a quick look. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Right. So, rounds out the question. Out of the question. Bridge window slopes. I think that is probably the only option. Other than something like that, but it's just... I mean, this is just going back to where we were earlier now. So, yeah, that looks okay. And then that's in the middle, and I don't think we've got a glass block that's in the middle. Oh, this is a... But it's even then like, what do we do with this bit? Okay, that actually, yeah, that actually blends in quite nicely, to be honest. So it's either that, or we could do like that. I think the viewport probably looks better, to be honest. Unless we beam the sides like that, have the window open a little bit. I don't think I've seen that done before. I think it's quite unique. That's an option. That doesn't look too... That looks quite interesting. Or viewport is the option. Oh, would I just delete these? Okay. Let's just have a quick look at the visibility. So with one of these bad boys, we'll have to put the helm. Oh, we're gonna have to move the helm, aren't we? I mean, the control seat, in theory, could actually be here. It's a bit. It is a little bit scuffed, that I will admit. I will be the first to admit that. I think that kind of works. I think that kind of works, and I'm just gonna go with it because this has taken absolutely ages now, way longer than I thought. To be honest. Okay. Yeah. Oh, let's give this a paint job. I kind of want to go, you know, with like a. What does that look like? That looks like poo poo. What's this? No. Maybe like a tan. Darker. What would the accent be for that? That looks pretty stupid. I think we'll go with the commercial, the standard commercial look for like the commercial phrase in the game. Something little bit like that structural, and then I might leave the back pretty grey, you know, apart from obviously like these armor panels and stuff. Might leave the back pretty grey. There's like a contrast because it's not got armor plating on it. And then obviously get the stripe rune skis in there. Got one right in the middle here. Dude is a certified default looking builder. Look at that. Wonder what this would look like if these were grey. Or white. Yeah, I don't know about that actually. I think blue's fine. I wish I could adjust the real sun. I'm getting absolutely cooked right now. It's coming through my window. Can't open it because then you get loud noises coming through. I mean, I could spend all week just greebling the hell out of this, but I'm not. I'm not going to be doing that. Gonna add some bit of colour to it. That actually kind of works, having them yellow. I mean, it looks a little bit stupid, but it does. It kind of works. I'm not like the biggest fan of it in the world or anything like that, but we could technically, if we're that bothered about it, could panel over like either part or all of it. I think that makes quite a difference actually, just paneling over like that, you know. I think the only other touch I might do is just paint the roof of that blue, maybe with a white stripe. Maybe not that much of a stripe though. Ugh. Alright, maybe no stripe. I don't know. Maybe just on the tip? Yeah, I suppose. I suppose. That can definitely be blue. Oh, that's grey, that's fine. These look a bit naff. Couple of piston parts. Can sort that out. Obviously this bit up here just looks massively bland, but I don't know. Maybe not as dark, maybe like quite... Maybe just this one here. Ah, that is that one. Duh. What does the lighter one look like, maybe? Just as some like really subtle stripes, just to break it up a little bit, you know? Because I don't mind, you know, the smoothness of it, I don't really mind. In particular. We could always get some pipes up in here. Don't know if they're airtight though. We shall find out. Something simple like that, just to break it up a little bit, you know, nothing major, nothing spicy. Now, I would like some form of spotlight on this. Oh, we've not even covered those up yet. I wouldn't mind something like this. And if we just make that work on the inside, somehow. Whack a couple of gyroscopes up there, and then we can do... No, we can't do catwalks because it needs to be airtight, that. I mean, technically we only need the two. Like that. There we go. Those are airtight. Right, let's light the ship up. Put two of those in here, that should probably be enough. Got that in there, that's fine. Probably do a couple of those. So we've got some of those in there already. In here, I think just a regular light will do. That's fine. Let's get all the lights. And we'll set the radius to 8, intensity to 1, fall off, make sure that's on 1. Spotlight, we'll leave them like that. Truss light 3. Let me out! Red is port, I think. Those could be like navigation navigation lights in quotes. Oh I think that's pretty much it. I mean, we could do with like an external blinker somewhere, to be honest, but I don't really. This is another issue with the half blocks, is you can't really attach anything anywhere, like literally anywhere. It might be a little bit tricky. I mean, we've got those. We could put them there. One there. I'm just going to quickly paddle over this. Just like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Quite happy with that. Let me know what you think we should call it in the comment section down below. Pick the top comment and maybe publish it. Maybe, maybe not. See how I'm feeling. Obviously, if I'm going to publish it, I'll tickle everything up. I'm not going to do like the control panel and the gravity generator setup and all that. But yeah, so maybe just a final bit of paint in here. Let me paint these red, not that red. Crap. I put the lights on wrong. Sausage. That's actually good because I didn't really, yeah. I was going to make these a little bit orange anyway. Just because it's the crew, well, the engineering section, quote unquote. So this is what it looks like. Head up here. Here we've got the crew quarters, cargo bay controls, and then we can head up, and we've got the bridge. Right, let's give it a spin. This is where I remember I've forgotten an axis of thrust or something stupid. Oh wow. Oh my. This thing actually flies really nicely. And it turns pretty well too. Wow, especially for like a cargo ship. Oh my god. Alright. Make that orange. Bish bash bosh. Wow, I'm really happy with that actually. I think, yeah, I just need to probably finish off a few details and add a few like crates inside and stuff like that. But I'm really quite happy with that. Let's have one final squiz around here. So I'll just show you what I've done here. That's what it looks like from above. I really like this silhouette. I'm really happy with the silhouette of this. Quite happy with the engine cluster back here as well. I think that looks nice. Probably need to do a bit more work on the underside at some point. Really happy with the shape though, for sure. We head inside. Got the cargo bay. Got the airlock here, gravity generator, lockers, survival kit, engine. I've got the crew quarters up here. I've already shown you this, but just have another squiz round. And then the bridge. Good visibility up here as well. I can't believe I got 3 decks in this, plus a cargo bay, plus a full airlock. Whoa. Plus a jump drive, mind you, and it's hydrogen. Very impressed with that actually. There's no guns on it obviously, it's a civilian freighter. But please comment down below what you'd like to see me build, A, and B, what we should name this thing and if you want to see it on the workshop or not. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, comment and subscribe, guys. It really does help out and support the channel. And as always, take care, everybody.